See if I got some chips. Do I got some chips? Nope, no chips, no food for you guys. I'm sorry. That's all I got. That's all I had. Yo, man, I'm hungry. I always never settle. You feel what I'm saying? That's what cats go wrong, bro. They settle. Never hungry for more, bro. What's up with it?
Waiting for that order.
That DoorDash life. Look, man, don't you ever put your car through torture with DoorDash, Uber Eats, Lyft, or even Uber. Don't never drive your car around and treat it like a fucking taxi, bro. Making somebody else rich. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, you're tearing your car to pieces doing that, bro. That's your personal car. That's your car. You're supposed to be going from point A to point B. Don't you ever work. I know some of you guys work for Uber and Lyft, but I'm telling you, it's not worth it, man. You're tearing your car apart, bro. Now, if I can see if you're doing it just to get to the next job, but never do that shit long term, brother. I worked them fucking goddamn jobs. I put so many miles on my car, bro, that your car is not worth anything once you're done. Some people have ran their cars into the ground doing them jobs, bro, and still had a car note on top of that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, nope. Sorry, man, I don't have it. No, not today. You know, these little jobs, these hamster wheel jobs, use these hamster wheel jobs to get to the next level. That's what you do, man. Don't stay in one spot your whole entire life, bro. You feel me? Like Uber and Lyft, man, you bet not ever. Some of you guys are doing that shit, man. You guys need to quit it, man, and get you another job where you're not paying taxes at the end of the year and shit. You got, before you know, let me tell you something, man. When you're doing those jobs, you got a huge tax bill at the end of the year. If you've been doing it all year long, you gotta reach into your pocket and pay your own taxes, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And they'll talk about, oh, you your own boss. You ain't your own boss, man, because you could be fired from them, bro. That's not your own boss. Like, you're your own boss. No, you're not. Yeah, you can make your schedule. You can work whenever you feel like it. But let a client or a customer complain about you somehow. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever run your car into the ground for somebody else, bro. It's not worth the money that they're paying. Look, some motherfuckers, they be getting to your car only going 1 mile. You make only $1 out of that shit. Come on, bro. Some people get into your car, take you to the airport. No, the only profitable ones are the airport rides. Those are the only profitable rides, man. It's airport. Okay? Other than that, bro, a trip to the motherfucking goddamn store or a trip to Walmart that's only a mile away ain't worth your time, brothers. These hamster wheel jobs, it's built to keep you on them hamster wheels, bro. It's built to keep you on the hamster wheel. What's up with it, Jamie? Eat it from the back. You feel what I'm saying? What's up with it, Jamie? Look, gotta be hungry for more in this game, bro. Have a 5-year plan, bro. You know what I'm saying? Never settling. You know, never settling for a big ass land well. There was one land well I would fuck, like this morning. There was a young land well that came in this morning, man. And usually I don't really like big girls, but she was pretty in the face. And I was like, oh, okay, I could fuck her, man. See, as long as their face is okay, then I can see me fucking them, man. But if they fucking face look like Count Dracula, bro, I can't fuck with it. You feel what I'm saying? I never settle for less, man. I always try to get more, man. Why settle when you can get more? Some motherfuckers, they settle, and that's what they, I'll tell you, that's where they go wrong. They settle with a land well that's huge, large and in charge, you know. You know. And then that'd be the end of their story, bro. When they could have just waited, worked a little bit harder, and they would have got the woman that they really want. You know what I'm saying? You know. You want the woman that you really want. You don't settle for no female that I don't like. Sub-5 stalker. You think I want to settle for her, bro? That's laughable, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't deal with women who are ugly, bro. I don't, not no more anyway. I used to. But I learned that lesson real quick. I don't sleep with anything that's below a 5, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have that regret sex, bro. I regret sleeping with her and all the other shit. I wake up the next morning like, God damn, this bitch look different. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this bitch looked totally different. You had your beer goggles on last night or the night before. You know what I'm saying? Now that I done bust that nut, this bitch look different. Tell you, man, don't do it. Even though you horny or whatever, ain't nothing else around. Nah, still don't do it. Wait, nigga. You'll get a better looking woman. Why settle down now? You know what I'm saying? The reason why motherfuckers become millionaires is because they never settle. What time is it? 9:30. We good. About to go fly a sign right now. You know, always stay hungry for more, man. Always. Never settle. Some motherfuckers, they get married early in life to a female that they really didn't want to be with like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, they can't get the woman that they really like. So let's settle for a female that's a 5 or something. Like, nah, there's more out there, man. If you stay persistent at what you're doing, master your craft, they come to you, man. And you get the one that you really want. Think about it. Larry Wills worked hard throughout his 20s. He's 31 now. But he didn't settle, you know. He got the one he really wanted. See what I'm saying? He got the one he really wanted. Like, I learned my lesson from settling in my past, you feel me? Like my ex-girlfriend, she had no ass at all. I mean, her booty was flat like a pancake, brother. And I regret settling for her when I could have got a woman with a nice fat ass. You know what I'm saying? But those women are very easy to get because they're less desirable. The fence is not all that high to jump over and get the coochie. You feel what I'm saying? You know. That's why a lot of guys settle. They don't want to climb that high fence. They don't want to work hard. They don't want to go the extra mile. They say, fuck it, I'll settle with this female that's a 3 right here. She's a 3 in the face, I'm good. Not me, nigga. I keep pushing for more. And more. And more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, tweaker dog lady. Yeah, the Sub 5 Stalker. They both the same looks level, man. Sub 5 Stalker was ugly as hell, bro. I tried to hit that with all my might, and I couldn't, bro. My dick wouldn't get hard, and plus I was under the influence. You know what I'm saying? You know. And I don't lay down with women I'm not attracted to. Fuck that. Life is too goddamn short. Y'all have some standards, man. If her face is ugly, bro, I'm just not gonna wanna lay down with her. Now, if her body is on point, then I can see myself pounding that shit from the back. I have to look at your face. You know what I'm saying? Or not even getting a blowjob, man. It's just not even worth it. I gotta be able to deal with your face. as a female.
At West Calaveras.
You feel what I'm saying? You know. Yep. You tired and you was drunk. Yeah. She kept trying to throw the pussy at me, man. She was throwing it at me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Any woman that throws the pussy at you, man, it's not really a good catch. You feel what I'm saying? She just throw the pussy at you. I'm like, damn, why is it so goddamn easy? There's a catch to it. Nobody want her, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, let me work a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it if it's that easy, you know. And she kept on throwing the pussy at me, bro. I refuse to settle with a sub-5 female, man. I want to settle with boobs. I'll settle with her. Some of these women, I just can't deal with them like that. You know, I'm not attracted to them. You feel me? You know? Now, don't ever settle, man. There's always more out there for you. Nah, you find a female, pump and dump. If she's not that attractive, pump and dump. If she's under your looks level, pump and dump. Or don't pump at all, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, you work hard, you get the bag, and you get the woman that you want. See what I'm saying? Get the woman that you really want. What they do is, let me tell you something. This is how you not settle, right? This is how you not settle. You know, while you're on the bag chase, right? You're not dating. You're not settling for the first female that comes your way. You feel me? You're passing up all these opportunities to get the bag and then get the one that you really want. You feel what I'm saying? So you go through maybe a couple of years without dating. You ain't trying to date, not trying to see nobody. You ain't trying to, maybe you might dump, you know what I'm saying, and keep it moving and keep it pushing. Then once you get the bag, you find the one that you really want, and then you settle right there. So okay, I passed up all them other bitches that I really didn't want. You feel what I'm saying? I passed up the single mothers. I passed up the sub-5 stalker looking chicks. Passed them up, didn't settle for them. I kept working on my craft. I kept on the grind. I got the bag, and now I get the one I want, that I really want. The one with the fat ass and curves, the things I've been dreaming about for like years. I get the one I really want. Because I didn't settle when I was on the grind. I kept pushing. I kept wanting more. Like, you guys talk about, get with boobs, bro. You know, get with boobs. Boobs might get taken by a Chad or a Tyrone. You better hurry up before Tyrone get that boy. I'm like, let her have her. Let Tyrone or Chad have her. It's like, boobs is not good enough for me, man. First of all, she ain't tall enough. You gotta have some type of standard. I like tall women, bro. So I get the bag, lay her down the stretch, and I get a tall woman with curves, ass and titties, both. If she's lacking in the chest, I ain't gonna fuck with her. If she's lacking in the ass, I ain't gonna fuck with her. Simple as that. She got a flat pancake booty, but she got some big old titties. I pass her up. We working on this bag so we can get the ones we want. You know what I'm saying? Now I might hit the pussy, but all that going out on dates, being romantic, trying to win her over, I ain't doing that. You feel what I'm saying? Now, boobs, I'll take her out for a spin. You know, take her to Vegas, bust many nuts in that nice cooch with a condom on, of course. And then when I get back home to my chill place, I break up with her, move on to the next female. And she wasn't the one I really wanted. Give me a tall woman out here in these streets. Give me a woman with a bigger skull. Boobs got a small skull, man. It's not really good, man. It's real small. The size of a cantaloupe. That's small. You know? You know. Yeah. You know. Hey, so tempted. Yeah, they sometimes they throw the pussy at you, man. These type of women, you really don't have a good experience with, man. If you get into a relationship with them, they so goddamn desperate for you and shit. You know, the women that you gotta work a little bit to get, those are the ones you want. I don't want no easy bitch. You know what I'm saying? Let a motherfucker work a little bit. So I can, you know, let me enjoy the chase. You know, you know what I'm saying? Let me build some anticipation up or something. You know what I'm saying? So that way I'd be like, God damn, I earned that pussy. I took her out on a couple dates. You know, we chilled, we talked, we vibed, you know. We was vibing and shit. And one thing led to another. I'm in them fucking drawers, tearing that shit up from the back. You know. You know. Tearing it up for the front. The passion is so goddamn good. She got a nice big ass and some big ass titties. I'm sucking on those motherfuckers, you feel what I'm saying? You know. Get the ones you really want. Fuck that. That's what dudes do anyway. They stop dating. They stop going out on dates. You know. They start focusing on the bag every single day. You know, they're by themselves. They're alone. Before you know it, they got the bag. And then, now it's time to get the one you really want. That's what happened to Mike Tyson, man. Even though Mike Tyson couldn't get no females when he first started boxing. You know what I'm saying? He kept working hard throughout 3 or 4 or 5 years and then became heavyweight champion. And then he started dating the ones he really wants. But first you gotta go through that bag chase though. See, the bag chase is It's a long road. You feel what I'm saying? You got to go through it. And eventually, you win, man. You get the bag, and then you start checking for the ones you really want. Show off your car, show off your jewelry, show off your fucking watch, you know, that you paid 5 or 10 grand for, you know what I'm saying, to attract them, you know what I'm saying, you know, and then you get the one you want, instead of settling for like scraps or leftovers, you know what I'm saying. Once I find out a female is a single mother, I'll be like, nah, baby, I'm just pumping and dumping this. I don't want to have to deal with your kids. No, I'm not raising somebody else's kid. No, I'm not doing that. You know, some dudes, they settle for single mothers. I'm like, why you gotta settle, bro? Pass that one up and get the ones with no children, bro. And motherfuckers, they do it at a young age too. And I did it too, man. I did it at a young age. You know. Settling for a single mother when you don't have to, just pass them up and say, you know what? Nah, I'm good. I'm pumping and dumping and I'm out of here. I don't want to have nothing to do with no single mother, man. And I'm 26 years old at the time, bro. I was dating women without children, bro. I mean, why choose the one with children? You know, I don't want to do that. Now, I'll focus on my bag chase. I'll get the bag, and then I'll get the one I want. I'm not gonna settle for a single mother ever again. I went through so many bad experiences with single mothers. It's not even funny. You know what I'm saying? Never got along with their kids. So why go through all that bullshit, bro? You feel what I'm saying? Why go through it? I'm not good with kids, man. Let's put it that way. So me and single mothers, we don't rock like that. I don't care how big her booty is. I don't care how big them titties are. I'm not gonna date you long term. I'm not gonna do that. One time, I was dating a single mother, and we was in the living room, and I was hugging them both from the back, right? I held her mom from the back, and she was holding her daughter, she was holding her daughter when her daughter was facing me, right? I was in the back of her mom. Her mom was holding her daughter. Her daughter was like, I don't know, like 3 or something like that, or 4 or whatever. And I held them both, right? This is back when I was in my 20s. I held them both, and her daughter balled up her fist and hit me straight in the fucking kisser, bro. And then busted my lip too. I was like, man, ain't that a bitch? And then my last relationship with her daughter, man, that daughter was a terror. Oh my God, I always talk about Sabrina, my ex-girlfriend's daughter. My God, she was a terror, bro. She was a terror. At the time, I'm 26, 27. I don't know how to deal with no goddamn kids. Man, she gobbled up all my goddamn snacks in the refrigerator, man. You know, I used to go grocery shopping and shit, man. When I used to get my check and go grocery shopping and fill the refrigerator full of food, man. And I come home looking for that piece of pocket, it's not even there. She done swallowed it up. You know, she gobbled that motherfucker up. So I'm done with single mothers. I'm not never ever going down that route again. I'm gonna focus on my money, get my money right, and check for females that don't have children. I'm be like, every time I find a female, you got children? No. Next. That's what they do to us, man. Women are very picky with men and shit. And it pays to be picky, especially when you got the bag. I don't know why Lil Wayne was dating that fucking goddamn female that the model chick, you know, the plus model chick, and he took her and her daughter inside the house that he was living in, and he ended up putting them both out. And I saw that coming from a mile away. I said, damn, he's moving in a mother and her child, man, that shit gonna last only a year or something before he get tired of her and her daughter. He don't get tired of that shit, bro. You taking in two personalities. You're not taking in just one woman without a kid. You taking in two personalities that you got to deal with on a regular basis. Now you don't really work. You're Lil Wayne. You're rich as fuck, so you're around the house a lot, and that's gonna get played and get old after a while, man. With her and her daughter and shit. You feel what I'm saying? And he put them out on Father's Day or some shit like that, or was his Mother's Day? I think it was Father's Day. I could have told him like, don't do it, brother. You're gonna put those females out before you know it. Anyway, I gotta fight the signs, man. I gotta go. You guys have a good day. I'm out. I'll see you on the next one.